Hello, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are coming from. My name is Lulu B and I'm a life igniter. I work with women who are ready to put themselves back on their to-do list. They're tired of the routine, rote, mundane tasks of life, of giving their time, their energy, everything to their kids, their family, their friends, their work. They are ready to tap into who they are, what they want out of life, and to get the courage to go after it. So today is Wisdom Scope Wednesday. Thanks for joining. And Wednesdays I like to talk about some kind of mindset or spiritual tool that you can implement to essentially create a happier life. And so today I wanted to talk about the myth of failure. So many people are paralyzed out of fear to pursue something new, to take a risk because they have this fear of failure. And I want to debunk that fear because there is no such thing as failure. There isn't. It doesn't mean anything because everything is a lesson. It is a learning lesson to improve something. You always learn something out of every endeavor that you participate in. Is that not correct? Because you are always putting yourself into new situations, or even if you're not. You start something, it might not turn out the way you think. That isn't a failure. That is a success in figuring out a way that didn't work for you. And so there is really no reason to not pursue something that you want because it cannot fail, because there is no such thing as failure. Everything is a lesson. Everything is a stepping stone to taking you further down your journey, wherever it is that you need to go. And so you need to trust in your own strengths. You can get through anything. Whether you think you have the skills or not, you can learn. You can trust in your own ability to learn and adapt in any situation that you step into. Hey! And that is why I think it's so important to take a risk in your life, to step forward into things that you want to do, because there is no such thing as failure. It is not real. It is not true. Thank you for sharing, Cassandra. And I think it's just a word that you need to forget. Failure. That is not even a real word. It doesn't make any sense because there is no such thing. It is all a lesson. It is all showing you things that works, maybe things that don't work. It's all about perspective. And there's no fear of failure because failure doesn't make sense. So there's nothing to fear. So that is kind of my message today, to step forth, have no fear because you cannot fail. I had a bricks and mortar store and studio for 2 years, and I closed it at the end of last year because it wasn't what I wanted to do. Yes, it was a lot of work to open it. Yes, it was a lot of work to close it, but it gave me clarity on what I didn't want. It didn't fail. It was very successful because it changed the course of my direction, my path, and I am where I am supposed to be now, which is working out of my home studio, and I am so much happier. So, yes, thank you, Cassandra. It was really, once I had that clarity, there really was no other option because I knew what wasn't working for me, and people made the comment to me that I was brave for closing it, and that was, I don't see that as being brave. I see it as really having no other choice. I have to do what works for me, what works for my family, and this isn't it. I'm sure maybe other people think that was a failure. In their eyes, maybe that's a failure to close a store. But for me, it's not. And it doesn't really matter what other people think because I know what's true in my heart, and I know that didn't work for me. So I encourage you. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. You are wise as well. You're a very wise woman with a wealth of knowledge to share. And it's really great to connect with all these people out in Periscope world and just see all the connections and commonalities that we have and mindset. And yeah, it's really great to share the message and to connect with each other. So thank you. My name is Lulu B, and I am an artist. Thank you very much. I am an artist and a life coach and a life igniter. I help women to shed these limiting beliefs, to find their passions through the art of creativity, and to have the the guts to pursue it. They know what their purpose is, they have passion, and they're going to pursue it purposefully. And it is a wonderful journey that we participate in together. And so today, my task to you is to step towards the fear. If there's something you're worried about doing, that you're hesitating in doing because you think it's going to fail, just erase that word from your vocabulary. There is no fail. None. Nothing. Zero. You cannot fail because there is no such thing. It is all a lesson. It is all an experience. You always grow. You always get stronger. You become wiser. Even if it breaks your heart open, you learn. You grow. You can learn to embrace that heartbreak because it's not that bad. You will get better. Yes, you have to lick your wounds for a while, but you always come out ahead and on top. So if you'd like to learn more about me, my name is Lulu B. And, ooh, I like that. Failure is feedback. Brilliant. That is a great perspective to have. I love that. I am going to quote you on that. So what is your first name so I can quote you? Because that is great. It's all about perspective. What one person sees as failure, other people see as feedback or a lesson or as an experience or feedback in an area that maybe you can use some more assistance in, more learning in, more help. So yeah, I love that. Failure is feedback. So just don't say, Caroline, not your quote. Okay. Thanks for being honest. So I'm going to get going. I see that my husband is arriving home with lunch. So thank you for popping in. Thank you for your love. Thank you for sharing. If this is of value to you, please do pass it along to your friends. I think removing the word failure from vocabulary can only help, because if everyone showed up in this life to be more courageous and brave and to go after what they wanted without fear of failure, then I think the world would be a much happier place because we would all be more fulfilled. So thank you again. My name is Lulu B. You can find me at lulubees.com. I'll talk to you later.